What's up guys, Chartsmith here, back again with a new video, and today we're gonna take a look at a stock. We do not only trade crypto, no, we also chart and trade stocks. In this video I want to look at the stock Rigetti Computing, short by RGTI. It is a quantum computing stock which have been really booming lately in combination with AI stocks, of course. And with that in our mind, that's a pretty good explanation why it has been pumping up for almost a straight month now. We already have realized, if we draw it from the beginning of the pump, a pump of 120%. So that is a pretty big one. Before I'm gonna get to the analysis, I want to point out what we're gonna look at in today's video. I want to take a look at what has happened on this stock. I want to look at what is gonna happen next, and I want to point out I want to take a look at some price predictions, or you can also call them price discovery targets, for all the people who have bought this stock and want to know where they can lock in some profits. So make sure to watch until the end to get the answer on that. And for now, let's get into the analysis. When a chart has pumped up like this over its old all-time high, I always draw in an arrow from the old all-time high. Why? It can be a place where this stock can look for support and continue your higher time frame trend and put in a higher low. If this old all-time high isn't gonna be enough, and this demand is definitely something to watch. Why? It is also your low to hold, so if you want to retest a bit deeper, then this is your demand to do it. But of course right now we're pumping, so I want to get straight into the local price action. As you can already see, there is a range in my chart with 3 taps at the bottom. If you're familiar with my videos, you already know what this means. This means that there probably is market maker involvement. Okay, let's analyze if that is the case. We started trading up. We put in a high at around the $35 mark, also a price discovery target. From there, we try to put in a higher low at some support right here, but we fail and we can't take out the liquidity from our previous high, indicating that we're probably gonna need more liquidity from the lows and look for support somewhere. We start trading down, taking out the range low once more and tapping into this demand zone we still had left open. From this deviation at the low and the bounce from this demand, we got a break towards the upside, indicating that locally our trend has switched from bearish to bullish and we expect higher lows and higher highs. Okay, what can we look for in this range that we know that market makers can be involved in this stock at this bottom? Either a sweep of the range low and then a reaction up, or a tap into extreme demand or a hunt of extreme liquidity. In this case, we took out extreme liquidity and after that broke our internal structure towards this liquidity hunt as well, giving us our last confirmation that market makers are indeed positioned at these lows. The technical target of this accumulation was of course the range high that has been hit, but if they want to make more profits, of course they are gonna cause for price to go even higher than only the range low. As you can see, there has been some profit taking, of course. We have been consolidating a bit at our all-time high right now. So that can mean we have to fuel up again to continue our up move. We can also see we're building up a lot of liquidity on the lows. So I would watch out for this local high slash our all-time high right now, by the way. If we're gonna take this out and get a reaction towards the downside, we can already see by the pre-market we're opening pretty high. So if we're gonna close below this low, then we can expect that we're at least gonna take out all this trend liquidity we have been building up. And if this isn't enough to continue the up move, we have a really nice demand right here. And why is this such a nice demand? Well, if the market makers still want to push price up on Rigetti, they of course are gonna protect the lows where they entered their positions and continue pushing price up from this demand. So if we're gonna get some rejection right now and want to trade lower, this definitely is a place to look for local confirmations. We can trade towards new highs If we're gonna fail to hold here, then the next level to look at will be the old all-time high or this bigger demand I pointed out. But if that all isn't gonna happen and we're just gonna rip through again, I want to look at some price discovery targets. We're gonna grab our Fibonacci tool, draw it over our old all-time high range, and look at the targets. As you can see right here, the first price discovery targets have worked like a charm. You always get the reaction from them. You can see at the first target, reaction down, profit taking. Second target, reaction down, profit taking. Third target, reaction down, profit taking. Of course, now we have pumped through, but it can also happen that from such a price discovery target we can reject and just trade lower. And that is why it's important to take profits. Well, we have all smashed these profit targets, so I want to look at what we can target next. I already pointed out a round number like the $35 mark. So, knowing that, the $40 mark is an important one to watch. If we're gonna go higher, our next price discovery target is the $41 mark. After that, $43 and then the $46 mark, but I would also already pay attention at the $45 mark, and then of course the big one, the $50 mark. If you want to be updated throughout the coming days on the stock, Rigetti, or other stocks, crypto coins, the Nasdaq, whatever you like to trade, make sure to join the free Discord community down below. And I would love to talk about the markets with you there. And then this will be the analysis of today. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please leave behind a like and subscribe to the channel. And then I will see you in the next one. Ciao!